Thank you for coming back on. We are now, heading towards the end of day 3 of the war against Iran, and I think it's fair to say that I think Trump was hoping for a quick war, but it doesn't appear that there will be any quick regime change operation happening here. How are you assessing it, though? How should we, I guess, measure the developments of the war and what to expect?
I think the first thing we can say is that the Iranians have targeted at least 27 bases, including port facilities in the Middle East, ranging from Incirlik Air Base all the way down to Dubai in the Gulf. So the war has been effectively regionalized, and the consequences of these actions cannot really be fully appreciated yet. Everyone knows about the Gulf and what has already happened in the oil markets. Today, the oil markets in Europe opened about 20% higher, simply based on the probability that the oil supply would be disrupted for some period of time. So I think we're headed towards more than $100 a barrel. We'll get there pretty quickly. How high, I don't know, but I think that's going to happen. And if you look at a place like the United Arab Emirates, very inexpensive drones have defeated what appear to be some of the world's most expensive air and missile defenses and put a number of airstrips, airports out of business. You have to understand that in the Gulf, there are all sorts of international conglomerates, especially a lot of Indian conglomerates, that do a huge business through the United Arab Emirates and Dubai. All of this is effectively being shut down. You also have millions of people. There are about 4.6 million Indians who own businesses in the Emirates who are now stranded, and they are a critical component of the economy. In addition to those, there are, hundreds of thousands, probably millions of Europeans, Americans, and others who are stranded. Right now, you've got to cross the mountains down to Muscat in order to find an aircraft that'll take you out. I think the damage that's being done to the oil infrastructure is only now really beginning. We have evidence that some oil refineries have been struck, particularly in Saudi Arabia. I think we're going to see more of that. So we're at the beginning of what is ostensibly a long regional war. And we haven't even begun to assess the possibility that others may become involved, because this emergency created by the Gulf War affects India, it affects Northeast Asia, it affects Turkey, it affects Europe. Effectively, the entire world is now focused on this war that is ostensibly between Israel and Iran. Now, the funny thing about this war is that it did not begin with a joint Israeli-American assault. It began with an Israeli attack. And Secretary of State Rubio seems to have told the group of 8, these are senators in the U.S. Senate that are part of the Senate Armed Services Committee, that Israel began the attack. We had not been informed of it. We were not warned that they